Welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about what do you talk about in your content, and especially if you're putting yourself as the key focus in your content like I am right now. So this was something that stopped me personally for a while, and something that I still get pulled back into because I have loads of stuff in my head that I'd love to talk about, but it's kind of going, oh, but what's the message within all of that? There's so much that how do we get some kind of focus so that I don't end up rambling on about incoherent stuff that doesn't maybe flow together, and to be respectful really of you guys that have taken the time to sit and listen and watch to get this balance between being authentic and not just reading from a script and not kind of sharing something personally, but also to go, you've given up your time for this, so the least I can do is be responsible for being as to the point and as clear and coherent as I can be. So I'm still exploring the exact focus and the exact message in a really refined way, and I hope you'll work with me to kind of help me get that clearer and clearer. Tell me what does and doesn't resonate, and even if don't tell me what does and doesn't resonate, just share whatever comes up for you, and from that I will be able to then interpret, they heard that's different from what maybe I meant, but they got something really valuable, and then adjust accordingly. But what I wanted to do really on this video is just keep it fairly simple, and to kind of declare an overview of what I would like to look at, and kind of give you some prep of this is some of the areas I'm going to be going into in more detail, so that I can find the conversation, my conversation within each that I'm really all about. But of course, conversations are huge, some of the topics are huge, and it takes time to find it in a really concise way, right? What they say about, making something really, really simple, really good design is so much harder than just putting out everything. So the 5 areas that I feel kind of summarize everything that I'm all about are as follows. So I have kind of your why, your kind of self-expression, your clarity, your vision, as I'd call it. What is it you are looking to do and achieve? What's the possibility you see for the future that this is all driving towards, and getting that clarity for yourself in where you want to go. So that's number 1. Number 2 is then looking at the action that we need to take to make that vision happen. And in this area, I think I'm going to look generally a lot around courage. I'm sure will be a key topic, like the courage to take action, to fulfill on, some of these visions can be big and we can be blocked. So what is the process of working through that? Then looking at, third one is leadership. So this idea of not management, but of course that it kind of feeds into it, but this idea of being a stand for others, for stuff that you maybe are exploring, and being the example so that others have the opportunity to gain for themselves or to learn for themselves from your own experience. And also, this is a conversation I've been having today around the responsibility of that, but not in a burden kind of way, but that if you have something to say that you can contribute, you're a messenger for that, and if it's an important message, that's really important for you to get it out. But of course you've got to deal with all your own stuff around your ego being the one to take it there, but also remembering it's not about you, it's about the message. So that's number 3. Number 4 is looking around goals and a growth mindset approach to goal setting. It's something I'm really passionate about. I guess this sums up everything in the sense of an idea or something that you want to create, some possibility, and how do we then do it? It's looking at the process as a whole. And for me, specifically looking at how can we make that a positive experience, because at the end of the day, we've all had goals that we kind of have or haven't achieved to whatever level, and we've either given up because they've been so stressful, or we've achieved, but you got to the end and you're going, oh, thank God for that's done. So how can we have a more positive relationship with our goals, and then 5 on the 5th side is around communication in a more broad sense and application, and an area that I'm particularly interested within that is marketing. So it's marketing, communication, and how can we take all of this stuff, vision, action, and apply it to real world situations. And for a lot of this stuff for you to do it and to make your life about contributing in whatever your thing is, whatever your message is, however you want to help people, there's got to be a way of, you've got to make it viable. You can't just, it's all well and good kind of contributing, but if you can't put food on your own table, it's not going to be long before you have to take a job potentially doing something else. And then you can't be that. So how do we get that balance? And making things tangible for people. Where's the application of some of these ideas? So those are my 5 subjects that I will be looking at as a whole. And I hope over time they will become clearer, what the specific lessons, the learning within each one will become clearer. But rather than go away, I thought about going away and kind of going, right, work each of them out and all the points. And I've got a spreadsheet where I've got some of the key messages within it. But rather than working it out and then go, right, this is my schedule of all my videos, it's like, no, I'm going to work it out as I go along. And I think my opportunity and my reason for sharing these with you is to go, this is the sort of thing I want to hopefully help or inspire you guys to be able to do as well. But not by saying, oh, this is me, I've done it, but bringing you along on the journey with me as I do it, rather than once I've learned it, I'll teach you it. No. I'm going to lead you, hopefully, on the journey for it, rather than teach you. It goes back to this giving advice versus sharing your experience. So I'll leave it there for today. And any of those topics particularly stand out, you want me to look at any of them initially over any of the others, of course, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in general. See you later.